So I bought myself a Bissell Spot Clean ProHeat so that I can clean the seats in my car. Hopefully it does a good job and cleans these seats up really well. Alright, the car is airing out. It's time to go to work on these seats. I'm going to, you can see these are how gross. Sitting in storage for 2 years probably didn't help a whole lot. Anyway, that's the passenger seat. Let's walk over here. And the driver's seat looks pretty dirty also. We're going to get down here on both these things. Looks like, I think we're 14 millimeters. Let's get to work. Seat number one. It's filthy. Let's go look. These are the bolts. That's the one nut. These are the seat covers that cover the back right here. But yeah, that is pretty gross. Time to get this cleaned up. Let's get that seat out. We'll get the back seats out. Number two. Alright, let's get the back seat out. By the way, I've already pried it open. These things suck. You have to use a pry bar almost to get this clip out back here, but anyway, I've already unclipped it. Whoa, that's gross. Alright, back seat's ready to come out. The trick to getting the back seat out, this comes out in two pieces. There's a seat bottom that has, you basically have to pull up really hard, use a pry bar and it unseats that just comes out. Then the seat back part needs two 10 millimeter bolts on the bottom left and bottom right corners. Then when those are loose, move the seat belts out of the way and you push straight up on the seat back to get it to come out. So a lot of people make the mistake of like trying to rip the seat straight out. Push the seat back up. Nice. Alright, I'm set up in the garage now. That way I'm not sitting out in the sun. So next up is to clean off these seats. Look how dirty that one is. That's really, really bad. That's the driver's seat. And the back seats. They're so sun faded. It's crazy because the tint on this car is ridiculously dark. But you can see right here where the seat belt was. The rest of the seat's faded. Shouldn't matter too much anyway because I'm going to put some seat covers on these. They're really nice Nismo seat covers. Which is like a black PVC faux leather. But anyway, I want to have nice clean seats underneath before I put that stuff on. Alright, time to unbox the Bissell. So we've got a number of attachments, brush attachments, a fancy little holder. Looks like it comes with some chemical, a little bit of cleaning treatment. And then actual cleaner unit. This is the Bissell Spot Clean ProHeat. One side gets clean water, and then when you vacuum it up, the other side comes out as dirty water. So let's put this thing together and clean my seats. All right, let's get this thing set up. So first things first, let's take this off. You got a couple of pieces that you need to clip in. This guy goes here in the front. Then around the back, you've got this for wrapping the electrical cord around when you're done. That goes here. Then you've got this piece which goes here. And then this guy is the holder for the wand. That plugs in there. Now you're all set. Cord gets. You wind the cord up there and store it when you're done. Now let's get started. Fill this thing up and start cleaning the seats. So next steps here for you are to actually pull this out and fill it with water. There's a couple of lines here depending upon if you're using a small area or a large area. You fill it up with water first, then you put the formula in to help clean it. I've already filled it up. I did that off camera, but Anyway, fill it up to the appropriate lines. Just follow the instructions. It's got a nice little rubber tab you pull open. Fill up with water. It works easy because it actually fits in under the sink. Pop it down back in here. We'll get it plugged in and we'll start using it. Plug it in. Choose your weapon. This one says it's a deep stain tool. This one doesn't say anything. I'm going to go with the smaller one. Connect it. You'll see that there's a little, I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's a little tab right here on this end. That's where the sprayer goes. So you just make sure you got the sprayer clicked in properly. Now you're good to go. Now before I turn this thing on and it makes a whole bunch of noise, you can't actually hear me anymore, I'll explain what you're supposed to do in order to use it. There's a little trigger on here that you pull and it sprays water out. Now what I've read online and also in the instruction manual says to spray the area that you're going to be working with and let the product sit in there for about 5 or 6 minutes. And then you can agitate it if you want. You can use this. I'm actually going to use this soft bristled brush to see if we can remove some of that dirt. Then when you're done with that, it says to come back again and then actually spray and remove the water at the same time. So that's what I'm going to do. Cue the montage because all you guys are going to be able to hear anyway is a bunch of vacuum noise. So let's start. All right, it's been a few minutes. Let's vacuum it up. Look at that dirt. I just had to stop for a minute so that I could express my disgust. Disgust, but also amazement, because I'll see if I can zoom in on what I just was watching come out of there, but that water is filthy. Anyway, carry on. All right, I'm finished with this first seat. Since it's a really nice sunny day, I'm gonna go park this seat out here in the sun and let it just dry out before I bolt it back into the car. Well, this is the water that came out. Man, that is gross. This thing did a really good job. I'm impressed with how good of a job it did, actually. I got the seats out here in the sun drying. Let's go take a look at them. Pretty clean. There's some soiled areas that need some more attention, but overall pretty good. This was the first seat that I did, and I actually will go back and redo this one because I left some streaks in there. I guess I didn't really do a good job. I didn't really kind of figure out the technique until I got to this chair. So I'll go back and redo this one because I still have some streaks there. But this one turned out really good. And these back seats actually turned out really good. It's amazing the amount of dirt that came out of them. Bissell Spot Clean ProHeat. If you guys need to do some upholstery cleaning in your cars, or I guess even they do rugs and carpet, furniture, other things like that. If you got some soiled, you know, upholstery somewhere, I think it's worth checking that out. I think I paid about $119 on Amazon for it. I'll put the link down in the description to all the stuff that I used today. But anyway, yeah. I think if you got some stains on your carpet or on your car seats or anything like that, it's definitely worth picking one of these things up. They've been sitting out to dry for a while now. They should be mostly done here in a little bit. And I'll put them back in the car. And we'll call it a day. Alright, I'm putting the interior back together. The rear seats are in now. Nice and clean. I cleaned the whole interior out too. Put some 303 protectant all over the vinyl. Looks really good. Keeps the dash bubble away. Last piece to the cleaning puzzle. The last floor mat going in. Hooked on. There you go. All clean. Time to tuck it back away into the garage. Hope you liked this video. If you like what you saw today, leave me a thumbs up and I'll see you next time.